Hello there, welcome back to Bits and Scripts, the YouTube channel with media literacy. And today we're going to be looking at something special, because Warner Brothers has dropped a teaser trailer for the Watchmen Chapters 1 and 2, their animated Watchmen project. So let's dive right into the trailer and see what we're working with here, because this is the Watchmen, this is big. Alright, so here we have the Watchmen Chapters 1 and 2 teaser trailer. And you can tell from the still and the animation that a lot of love and passion went into this project. I mean, just look at the detail of everything, from the rain to the cars, the lights that the cars are giving off, the lights in the building. Just everything looks like this was a work of love, and that they were just like, we need to do something for the fans of the Watchmen. This looks like it's already going to be better than the live action film. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm not the biggest fan of Zack Snyder, but I did like his Watchmen film. I thought it was okay. It wasn't the most perfect thing in the world, but it was enjoyable, to say the least. But let's get into this trailer and see if this will just knock it out of the park.
Someone's picking off costumed heroes.
Warner Brothers worked with Paramount Pictures on this? That's interesting. Because if this is as good as I think it's going to be, then these two should definitely work together again, especially with animation.
Someone's picking off costumed heroes.
And that death for the comedian right there. That's way better than what it was in the live action film. It's more expressive. It has more heart to it. And you can really feel your heart sink when you watch that part. Because in the original, I believe that he just fell out the window and he was just smiling with a cigar in his mouth. I mean, that wasn't really that energetic. It wasn't that that compelling, but this, that scream, much more expressive.
Maybe this was a political killing. No, somebody knows why.
That's not Manhattan origin.
There is good and there is evil, and evil must be punished. I do not do this thing because it is permitted. I do it because I have to.
Ooh, nice line. Let's listen to that again.
And evil must be punished. I do not do this thing because it is permitted. I do it because I have to.
Yeah, I'm excited for this, definitely. I just wish I knew the date that it was coming out. And these films are not yet rated. We all know it's going to be rated R. I mean, look at the original comics. Those are R-rated as it is. But yeah, I can already tell from a 41-second teaser trailer that this is going to be way better than Zack Snyder's film ever was. This looks like it's trying to serve the mythos of the Watchmen better. It's trying to honor Alan Moore's story better than the original did. I like the look of Dr. Manhattan in this. His aura didn't look too over-exaggerated like it did in the original movie. It went back and forth in the original, but in this, he looks perfect. Rorschach, I am sorry, I can never pronounce his name right. Rorschach, his mask, the animation in it is better than live action. I know with live action, they had to key that so many times whenever his mask was on screen. But yeah, the animation in his mask is just phenomenal. I really like how they emphasize the comedian's death, because we see it here in the beginning and then we see it again right in the middle.
And evil must.
But yeah, this looks really good. Like this looks like an event, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm really excited for it. But when they say events, like, I'm wondering just a couple of things. Like, I'm wondering if they're going to release this in theaters before they release it on streaming and physical media, because, I mean, it said event at the beginning. I mean, but when they say event, most of the time it just means that they're trying to, like, blow this up as, like, it's a big thing. And it is a big thing. It's the Watchmen. People love the Watchmen. I love the Watchmen. Like, I read the comics when I was, like, in middle school or high school. Like, I went to my local library, and they had, like, all of the comics to borrow, and I borrowed them for several weeks because it just took me that long to read all of them and just to take in all the detail of the Watchmen story. And Rorschach is my favorite character in the Watchmen, and yeah, this definitely needs to be an event that comes out in theaters, because a lot of fans will buy tickets to this, and they will line up out the door and across the building, you know. But I'm just hoping that they don't release it on streaming and physical media first, because if they're releasing in 2 parts, I mean, that's theater worthy as it is. Because I know with the latest DC animated films, they've been releasing them in 2 parts. I know that Crisis on Infinite Earths was released part 1 and then part 2 like a year or 2 later, I think. But yeah, I love this. Like, that animation is just chef's kiss. The story looks like it's gonna be more faithful to the original comic, and they're gonna do Alan more proud. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think of this? What do you think is your favorite part about this trailer? Even though it's 41 seconds, there's still a lot of detail in that 41 seconds. So what was your favorite part of that trailer? If this gets released in theaters, are you going to go see it in theaters? But if it gets released on physical media, like, how many times will you be willing to watch it on physical media or streaming? Because I know that I would watch the hell out of that, because, like, the Watchmen is one of my favorite projects from DC. Like, I know that Watchmen was Vertigo when it, like, first came out in the comics, but it's just like with John Constantine. Like, he was Vertigo, and then he was brought into the mainline DC universe, and now it's just all considered DC. But it was at the time when I was reading The Watchmen, when I read John Constantine and all that was Vertigo, like, I already thought of all that as DC, because Vertigo is under DC, and it's another, like, company that's within it. But yeah, what are you looking forward to most about this film? Will you go see it in the theater? And drop a like or a comment on this video if you like this video. And until next time, good night, everybody.